So what I've got off so far, I've got the evap canisters out, coolant bottles loose. I'm gonna have to take off this engine mount, so I don't really want to have to empty the coolant, but I've got it just so I'll be able to hopefully get that engine mount out. I've got the under tray off, and got the part of the guard liner. Also need this to be loose to get part of the engine mount out, so just going to take the auxiliary belts off now. There's 2 of them. Can be a bit of a pain, but Audi. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a squeeze trying to get it out. So we'll see how it goes. Tensioner number 1 for the lower belt, so I'll probably label that. I'm going to take the second one off up here, and I'll tackle taking the engine mount off. So you're going to take off the dog bone mount, just so that we can tilt the engine and not have to strain this mount. The other thing you got to take off is the exhaust bracket bolts, just so that can move as well.
I've basically done this job before on a hoist when I done the water pump on this car, and so that was a lot nicer on a hoist, but in this case I can't drive it because the alternator is broken, so we're doing it on the driveway. But I want to show that it's possible with some extra things. So here we are. No, I didn't see this. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, over there. What did I do this with the box on? That's right. Get 2 seconds.
And then, so like I said, the other thing you need to take off, if I can just get the camera down there, is these exhaust bolts here, just so that the exhaust can flex a little bit. Cool. So I've got these bolts off the engine mount, and then these 2 ones, but there's one right down the back there. So to get that off, you've got to go, there's a hole in the guard liner, So you gotta go through that hole to get that mount out. Cool. There we go. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but got it. So now I should be able to get this mount out. Albeit it'll be tight because I haven't taken the coolant ball out, but here we go. Cool. There it is. Right, so we've got some of the pulleys off and stuff now. You can see, well, it might be hard to see on the camera. There's a bolt for that. There's a bolt for the alternator up here, so you probably can't see it. And then the one below it, which is nice and easy to get to. I just got to try and get this off, which at the moment is a bit difficult because there's kind of a chassis arm in the way. So what I'm going to have to do is take the gearbox out, and I'll probably have to disconnect the gearbox mount, drop this side of the engine so that I can raise this side up. So that's going to be my next job. Cool. So now that's off. We're not going to crush the gearbox when we tilt this up. I'll just block that off. Yeah, I may have to take the gearbox mount out, which actually I will be doing at some point anyway because I've got a power flex insert kit for it because it's a bit shaky. But I might try and just do this thing without taking it off. Cool, so I just got that out and I didn't go up, I went down, so I got it out by just lowering it down enough so I could get the tool on the side there and get it out. So now I'll take out these alternator bolts and then I think it's going to be a bit of a wiggle, but hopefully we can get it out. Alright, that was not very fun. It's out. It was a lot of work. I'm sweating. So I had to take off. There's a pulley that goes on there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's a pulley that goes on here. I thought I wouldn't have to take that off. I did. And then the other thing I had to take off, the fuel pressure sensor under there. Just anything that could give me tiniest bit of room. I unbolted this coolant line, all these AC brackets on the side here, and that was a real wrestle, but here it is, it's out, so thank goodness for that. So I think the problem with this one is actually just the clutch on the pulley. This one you can spin it and it'll keep spinning, whereas this one, it is properly stuck, I think. So I think that's actually the problem. But it's probably better to chuck a brand, well, obviously it's not brand new, but it's done a lot less kilometers than this guy, so time to wiggle it back in.